And while candidates scramble for votes across western Montana this weekend, a check on two of the largest counties shows it's probably too late to convince the majority of voters. That's because the bulk of absentee ballots are already back in the courthouses waiting to be counted. It started with a strong request from absentee ballots over the past 6 weeks, and the early voting showed no sign of slowing down going into the final weekend. We checked with election officials in both Missoula and Ravalli counties and found anywhere from 60 to 80% of those absentee voters are already done with their ballots. More than 59,000 of Missoula County's 85,000 voters opted to vote by mail this year. That's more than 69% of all voters. And Elections Administrator Dana Cosby says of those voters, over 61% has already mailed or dropped off their ballots by Friday afternoon. That means if total voter turnout in Missoula hits 70%, there could be fewer than 25,000 votes still in play. The returns are even more dramatic in Ravalli County. Election Administrator Regina Plettenberg says over 16,000 voters opted to vote by mail this year, and 80% had already done so by Friday. She's projecting a total turnout of between 75 and 80%, around 21,000 votes. If that's the trend, there are probably only 5,000 votes still play in Bitterroot this weekend. And voters are reminded it's too late to mail your absentee ballots, and be certain they'll arrive with the proper postmark. So it's better to drop them off at a county election center or at a polling place on Election Day.